Why hello there. So today's video, first of all I have to apologise, I've not been on for a while. I've been busy with stuff and well, I'm back. So what we're doing today, tomorrow, is I've bought another solar panel for my van. I bought a 200 watt solar panel, an eco-worthy one. Apparently it gets light from both sides. I've tested it today on EcoFlow and it was doing really well. So about 4 o'clock and it was doing 145 watts. So I didn't think that was bad. So I'll show you how I'm going to fit it. So I'm fitting it on that roof rack on top at cab. And what I'm going to do is get it to charge the vehicle battery as well. So I'm going to make some wiring loom up for it. My air-ons there that are not plumbed in yet. That's the master plan anyway. This is the solar panel. You can see what I'm doing here is I'm putting some bars across so I can fit it onto the roof rack so it's nice and sturdy. So I've cut some bolts down. It's already got some pre-drilled holes on the solar panel. It's got them C4 connectors on this, first time I've used them. So what I might do is get them bars on tonight and then in the morning I'll fit it. Hello. I said in the morning but it's more like late afternoon. But see what I've done here. I put 2 bars across so it'll fit on there. And I'll get cracking. Yeah, I kind of underestimated how heavy it was. Could really do with a step ladder. As usual on this road, I'm going to get run over before I get it fitted. Slight miscalculation. Here you can see, I need to cut them down. Bloody dog's barking. I don't think that looks too bad. Hello. If you'll have seen earlier on, it's actually spanning a few days this video, so you have to just bear with me. I've decided, so I bought a solar panel and I've decided to redo the entire wiring in the van, and I've changed everything. I bought an inverter, charge controller, the lot. I've decided to change. So I've got my 200 watt solar panel up front, I've got these on top. Now I've been advised it'd be better if I use 2 controllers, one for that one for these, because the different types of solar panels. These are older, these are 17-year-old, that's brand new. So I might get another charge controller and connect them to the same battery and run it in 12 volt parallel. Series has been mentioned, but I'm going to see how it goes on parallel first. And then we'll go from there. I possibly might get another lithium battery and link them up in parallel, just so I've got enough power for when I'm thinking more for winter. Probably next year these panels are going to come off and I'll put some 200 watts, so just under 600 watt on top. Is that right? Yeah, my math's shit. So that's the master plan. Alright, just nearly knocked my laptop off at the side. So if you come with me, this is where all my terrible wiring is at the minute, and my Bugatti or whatever they call them, and that's my DC house battery. I'm thinking about getting another one of them, and there's not really anything under this seat here, so I'm going to put them under there with the inverter, get a bit more airflow going under here, and I'm going to show you when we put a control panel. I am going to cut a hatch on this wall. See, I've got some wires there. I never covered them because I knew I was going to change the system. I'm going to cut a piece of this fiberglass out and I'm going to put a control panel on that wall, like cut a piece out, then put a, sorry about that, cut a piece out, and then put a piece of steel over with all the control panels on and diesel heater and everything. I think that'll be better. And tidy it all up than me terrible wiring up there. So I'll sorry, I'm like kind of laid down because I had to show you it that way. I think I'll crack on. I've got a few bits. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. So this is what's underneath this bed bit. So the plan is we've got a footy there. This is just all shit in here, to be fair. It's not connections, just a few of my tools in it. Get all this out and have battery like in the middle, something like that, so it can get a bit of airflow. Have my inverter in here, and yeah, I've got diesel heaters and all there for diesel heater, so it can suck air through. I've got a few vents in here so it can circulate the air. Yeah, so I'll crack on with this. So I think if I put this here, maybe slide it up a little bit, I can get two either side then. I think it'll be 200 amps. Maybe even, I don't know, 3 at some, maybe in future. So if I actually put it a bit further away, and maybe get 3 all in a line. That's if I need 3. Because these DCL batteries, you can actually just parallel them up because they've got like this battery management system on top that allows you. So that's the idea. So because I've got this 200 watt panel on my cab, I've put a junction box in here, and I might even put an amp meter on this or a voltmeter or whatever on the front of the dial. See how far I get. And then it's going to go from here inside. I've not had to drill any holes, there's already pre-holes in the cab added in the box. Watch where I wanted, I didn't want to drill any more holes anyway, I'm sick of doing that. Next cable's a bit longer, but oh well, we can't have it all, can we? And eventually, my battery's right here for my vehicle. So, at some point, I will make it so I'll have a switch, so I can switch from that battery into that lithium battery. Don't know if I need a B2B or if it can run through charge regulator. Don't know yet, but I'll find out. I've got a lot of people who know a lot of shit. So this is what it looks like so far. I've got a block connector. Some people might get really emotional and very angry about this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cables out. This is just temporary for a minute. I might take these out and solder them together, then put them in the block connector, so they've got like a double whammy. And I've actually had to cut the end off that one and attach it to this negative because it wasn't long enough. So I thought, shit. But I thought, oh, I'll just cut end off of that. I know it's red, I'll have to put some black tape on it. But, right. So what I thought is if I like put them all on the wall first, like that, and then get them wired up, and then I can mark them, and then like cut a hatch out so they're all, so I know I can get them all in, sort of thing. And that's a good idea. Instead of cutting a hatch out and then realising, oh shit, I ain't got enough space. Oh, nearly falling over. So this is my control panel. I can't see it. Oh, there we go. It's going to go like here. But I'm just looking at the thickness. I think I might just get that. If I could build that out a little bit like that, we'll just get it in wall. I'm quite happy with that. There we go, got it in. There's a bungee around it at the minute, just to hold it still. But I think that should suffice. It's not going anywhere. Plus I want it quick release just in case this baby sets on fire. Then again, I suppose once it's set on fire it's done, in it. Here we go. So this literally just came as I was doing this, and I can't rip it open. Like the strongest bag in the world. Oh. Alright, I'll open it first. So this is what I'm thinking. I've got a plate now, that's the size of the plate, that's the inner. I'm going to cut that out. I've got to do it from this side because obviously there's a bunk, and then I'll have a plate on that side as well. And I'm going to have some stuff on both sides. I think that should suffice. Let's crack on with it, Anna. Actually, what I've just noticed is on the picture on Amazon, it says B02 for gel battery, B03 for lithium battery. But on instructions, it says, let's have a look. Can you see that? Hang on. B1 gel, B2 lithium, B3 SLA. It says B2 for lithium. On the picture it says B3. That's a bit concerning. I don't know what to do here. I have no idea. I suppose I'll just trial and error it, won't I? I mean, my DC house battery has got a battery management system, so it's a pretty good one. I'll have to see what it does. I'm pretty sure instructions would be better than the picture, because someone could have just written that up wrong on picture. So I'll go with instructions rather than the picture. Alright. So this is the big turn on. Turn on. Switch on. Turn on were a bit inappropriate. I mean, we're only doing like, it's come on anyway. What if I lick my fingers and touch battery, see what happens? See what it does. Oh, my feet are killing. Oh, getting old. Turn round. Eco worthy. 13.5. I wonder if it automatically just knows what battery's on. Back in a sec. Yeah, so I sorted it. So you have to press this. So if I hold that in, then it does that. Then it's already set to lithium battery. You just have to hold that and then press it again, and it goes through all modes. So yeah, I've sorted it. It's like, this is a bit rough at the minute, but like I said, I'll have a panel here. These will go probably back in behind the panel somehow, so they're not on show. And then, I mean, I could always just take panel here and then have like a strip of metal. It's going to be like a metal panel with screws on, and then everything here, and then have this boxed in so you can't pull any of the cables out. I mean, it's charging, but not very much. We'll see tomorrow morning, and I'll see what crack is. Hello, just on my dinner at work. I said I'd catch up in the morning, but yeah, there was no sun this morning, so it won't really give a good reading. So the batteries, if you can see that, battery's at 14.5 volts. Oh, I just trumped, sorry. Fully charged. Yeah, it said that battery shouldn't go over charge rate of something like 14.6. So it must be working because it's obviously charged the battery up, and no warning messages are out. So it seems, yeah, seems pretty legit. So I just put the diesel heater on because the battery was fully charged. I wasn't seeing what type of amps it was bringing in. So I put diesel heater on, and it's gone down to 14.1 volts, the battery. And now it started charging at 4.3. Or 14 volts. 4 point, yeah. And the load is 7.3 amps. I've got a long way to go before I get this complete. So I might run them from here onto my little fuse board here, but everything else that runs off this isn't that powerful really. It's only lights and water heater. Water heater's gas, so pump maybe. Try it for now, can't I? Hello there! I've got a hatch. What wrong with it? So I'm going to put a little notch here for all wires to come through, and it can run down this and have a little bit of trunking in corner. That is the idea. Oops, I pressed record by accident. There we are. Hello. So if I shut, if I put this on here now, actually I could put that there, and then if I put a box in corner, that's it. Job done. Let's go screws. Don't know if I've got my screw gun. I've got my screw gun, but I ain't got the bit for it. So I might have to just do a screwdriver. To be honest, this fiberglass, it's not very strong, so not quite easily just put it on that. I can't screw in. I mean, the only thing is it doesn't, because it's fiberglass, it doesn't seem to nip up very well. It's not end up well. Right corner for a minute. Pretty alright, I think. And then that can come up onto to here. Oh shit, sorry guys. Probably have it quite high up that, and then have wires dangling below. Something like that anyway, that's the idea. So I've got the inverter in. I'm just boiling my 600 watt kettle. It actually tells a lie, it's not 600 watt, it's nearly 700 watt kettle. Still says green, so it still says full battery. Batteries on the inverter says it's 12.4 volts, but on the eco though it says 12.7. Might be getting some input angle. No. .7. Might be a bit of a voltage drop between here and there. So just testing it out really. So far so good. Got my 100 amp trip switch in there. So that's good. I'm hoping to be able to run like an air fryer or something, but I'm going to get another one of these batteries I think. I'm going to get another one. That's hardly been used that, so next month if I get another one, it means like, I know you're not supposed to put two batteries that are like down on amps, one's down on amps and one's brand new, but that's still pretty brand new, I hardly even used it, so it should be alright I should imagine. Plus it's a frostbite battery, so yeah. So as you might tell, this is taking me more than like one day. I've been at this a few days now, so I can wire this up front back, which is good. I don't know if last night I showed you the inverter or not, I can't remember, but there it is. Still a lot more work to do for that yet. Got a few more things to add. Good things about this system is it's actually screwed on, so I can unscrew it and add more things if I need to, which is good. It's good, man. So I've got my little control panel here, inverter control, and I've got my regulator. I've decided to put it on this side, not other side, because every time I come in to have a look what amps are going into the battery, or leaning over bed, I didn't want to do that. So they're on that side, and then I've just got to get all this wired up. This has got like a bit, I'm going to make like a bit of a buzz bar on this for the neutrals, and obviously each live will have to be separately. There we are. Yeah, another morning and my beard's getting bigger because I'm not shaving. Last night I were on this till about 9:30, something like that. So I got my panel in, I don't know if I showed you that last night, can't remember. I'll just carry on. I'm gonna get the solar regulator hooked up now. I've got to drill a few holes and shit, so I'll keep you updated with it. I didn't realise these DJI cameras actually lose battery if they just stood for some reason. I don't know why that is. So I'm going to charge it up as well. So I'll catch you in a bit. I'm nearly done. So there's a few people going to disagree with a lot of things. Maybe cables so close together, but it's all very low wattage, so no one really gets that hot. Everything's fused as well. So I'll put this in on bedroom side. There's room to expand on this if I need or else. But I'll put that in. Type C and USB. I can actually turn that off from this side. There we go. So that's that switch there, which I've not put out on just yet. So I've got pump. Oh crap, sorry. That turns on my light in my shower and my geyser. Why is it facing me? Also we got rear light. Come on, turn around camera. You can't see it, but it's the back light on the van. The awning light, you could say. Well, that's the awning light on the side of the van. Blower, diesel heater. I can control diesel heater from there. Obviously that one's the USB onto the side. Got USBs there. We've got 1-foot fridge there. We've got inverter. Light should come back on in a minute. I had to change cables on top of the battery because I boiled kettle and I got about 18 amps coming from solar panels, and it got hot. Even though that cable that I used was supposed to be rated to like 30 amps or something, nah, didn't work. So I took it straight off. I just need a fuse on the live now. I'm not too worried because it goes through controller, which should cut it off if there's any problems. But on the live, I will put another fuse. So we're just about there, really. And that's my electrics so far done. That's inverter turning back on. Put the light back on. I've just got to tidy up this mess now. That my diesel heater is there, and I saw a thing on UK van life that this is not the way you're supposed to have your diesel heater. You're supposed to have it outside of your van. I've had this thing in here 2 years and I have never had a problem with it. I've not had no funny smells, but then again I have sealed everything up properly. So I don't understand why it's such a problem. I made my own turret plate in the bottom, which has got fireproof fiberglass in it and a massive space between body and 2 plates on either side. So, and I've had this on hundreds of times and it's never caught fire, it's never smoked, it's never done anything. I have modified it slightly though. Yeah, I've never had a problem, but the difference is with me is this van, if you've watched any of my other videos, the van is it was an old fridge, so 10 minutes with diesel heater on and this is absolutely stifling in here. So I don't sleep with the diesel heater on. Someone walking past. Yeah, I don't sleep with the diesel heater on, so it don't really make much of a problem for me. There's vents in this floor as well, so if there's any carbon monoxide or anything like that, it just goes straight through the floor, or should do. It's pretty well ventilated underneath the units and what have you, so I don't have a problem. I don't think I'd ever sleep with one on anyway. Unless I really full-time lived in here, I don't think I need it on all the time because it just gets that hot in here. Plus when you're in bed, I don't like the heating on anyway. I've slept in this van when it's been really cold out, -7 outside, and I had diesel heater on for an hour while I ate my dinner, and then in the morning it was still pretty warm, 13 degrees or something in the van, and I just put diesel heater back on. It's not a problem. So yeah, it's been alright. So that kind of wraps my video up. I'm just going to get all this crap tidied up, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to see. Yeah, one last thing I'd like to add is we've started a Facebook group called Nomadic Van Life. No, it's not. That's not what it's called. It's called... give me a sec. Sorry. Loads of messages of people. On trucks, wait, sorry. Nomadic lifestyle. I'll put a little picture on here or something. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye.